Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. We've got Season 5 out now, which is pretty cool. First part of Canto 7 has in fact released. I'll try and be relatively spoiler-free in the Daily Mirror Dungeon for at least the time being, right? That sort of thing. People will get through it at its own pace. But we've got St. Meursault we're going to be using today. We got two new IDs, St. Meursault and then Zwei West Sinclair, I should say. Who I'll be using another time. For now, we're gonna go funny rupture shenanigans, right? Actually, I should get talisman for the passive. Yeah, sure. But yeah, so he's a poised rupture unit. Very interesting, that's for sure. He's sync, so he has to haste stuff. He's got his own unique thing with focused attack. We might be able to see some usage of that in an actual focus encounter. Only does anything in focus encounters, though. Does nothing beyond that. But he's very similar to Deviat Rodin in the fact that, like, most of his gimmick is that his skills don't consume any rupture if the target doesn't have rupture, or if the target has a decent bit of rupture on them. Speaking of rupture, we just start with Thunder Branch. I know Thunder Branch is, like, slightly worse than Standard Battery, because we need that for the fusion, but, like, I'll try just going for Thunder Branch immediately. It's also pretty nice to have, right? We could get lucky. But yeah, so... Although, unlike Deviat Rodion, all three of his skills are... Oh, yeah. There's a focus encounters, or the chain encounters in the new Canto, so it happens. What was I saying? Good question, what was I saying? Right, he's got all three of his skills are rupture neutral no matter what, if he's at, if the target has 15... potency and 3 count at least. Unlike, you know, Deviat Rodian, whose skill 3 just bursts a stupid amount of rupture at that point. So if you can get enemies to decent rupture, he can just kind of attack freely, which is pretty nice. His rupture setup isn't great. His skill 2 is decent, I suppose, but it's not great. 7+ speed and like 2 rupture count on the third coin of his skill 2. Like, you know, it's not great. We can actually make use of it here, so that's nice. But in general, it's not going to be something to trigger very frequently. And he's also got, like, not a lot of HP, all things considered, right? 177, like... I think, is that less than everyone else on this team? It's tied with Rose Panic, right? Okay, yeah. But yeah, he's never getting talismans, is what I'm saying. Unfortunately. As cool as it would be if he had more HP, but that's fair enough. But yeah, targeted, his focused attack gimmick... we can only see in focus encounters. Basically, if he keeps on going for the exact same skill slot, not parts, slot, it needs to be the exact same skill slot, although it'll move around when enemies get staggered and stuff, so you won't get, like, doomed if, like, they lose a slot or something. I won't be able to see the funny here. Yeah, and he just gets a bunch of benefits for keep on doing this. Also, his skill 3, Salu, if the third coin kills, the skill gets reused against a random enemy. It might happen here. I think we might do too much damage, though, if anything. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, no, we don't. Okay, cool. We'll be able to see it here. Yeah, so he killed with his skill 3, so he's going to get to reuse it against a random enemy. Pretty nice. Of course, it needs to kill with a third coin, but it's got one advantage over stuff like Mutilate and Sync. That being, it also triggers on Abno Part Break. Or just focusing out a Part Break, I should say. So if you can manage to, like, break apart with the third coin, then you also get the reuse. It makes him a lot better in fights where there's not a lot of maintenance or something like that. He's probably, like, pretty good against something like... I don't know, what's something where that can be pretty reasonably triggered? It's hard to say for sure. A lot of, like, variants and that sort of thing, I want to say. Could go a lot of ways. Okay. We can get wound cleared here. I mean, that's something. Can't really do much with it, but we can sell it or something. Don't really have, you know, much wrath on... Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. That's not a clash you, like, ever lose, but you got 2 tails at 36 sanity. That's fine. We didn't need wound cleared. We'll live without it. Oh, with a nice loading screen. I figured it was a solid enough choice for a loading screen, right? Oh, we can go full gluttony here if we wanted to. I'll do it. Give... Actually, if we do that, we should probably whirlwind Nom Nom Nom, because if we talisman and you use your skill 1, then it's not worthwhile. Oh, you're... Who's got higher HP than you right now? I know it's because you've been damaged a little bit, I assume. Is it going to Faust right now? No? Huh? He's going to Yi-san? Who got the talismans? It was Yi-san. Okay, yeah, because he's got 202 HP. And Dawn's taking just slightly enough damage for her to not have gained it. Okay. That's cool. Probably from Dawn getting the talismans, right? Because now it should go back to Dawn. Yeah, Dawn's going to heal herself off a bunch and that sort of thing, so she'll get the talismans pretty frequently. Not really going to worry too much about them, though. If anything, want to try getting some funny stuff going with ADD. I feel like the pause when you, like, the pause after you, like, kill someone is a little bit longer now. That might have been something that changed this week. It feels like it's, like, a very slight difference, but there definitely feels to be a bit of a difference, I want to say. Oh, darn, kill the second queen so we didn't get the reuse there. Maybe I'm just out of it, right? I don't know. Stayed up pretty late last night doing the new Canto. It was fun. Like I said before, I'm not going to talk about the details, but I enjoyed it a lot. And it's a part 1. Definitely the strongest part 1 a Canto's had, I'd say. It's probably, like, it's super setup intensive, though. Like, you could maybe argue more setup intensive than Canto 6. Canto 6 had a lot of setup, but, like, the setup for this Canto was a lot. Each Canto just more and more, it feels like. But it's interesting setup, that's for sure, as the setup usually is. I enjoy it, right? It makes, you know, it kind of kills my voice a little bit, that sort of thing. That's fine. Get that up. Why not? That's how it goes. Okay, you. Let's see, can we do some funny Salute things here, I wonder? We can't against the fruit, pretty safe to say. Yeah, definitely not, because the fruit would just die too easily, I think. And the right stem, they've got too much HP. Okay, you know, we're not going to try Salute shenanigans. We're going to try Focus Attack shenanigans. See how that goes, right? Something like that. What are you going for? You guys are going for that. I mean, you'll do some damage, but not like that much, so I'm not too concerned. Okay, we're going to have Meursault trying some of that, maybe. Yeah, sure. So we're going to try using Focus Attack here. It's an interesting passive. It's the second passive in the game to require two different ego resources in order to trigger it, which is very interesting. Roots are almost done for him. Pretty funny. And so basically, we'll be able to see it in action because I've attacked there. We can see it triggered. So now you can see it looks normal right now. But if you choose Meursault's skill, even if you just hover over his skill, see? Oh, even if you don't, yeah. So you can see this is flashing there. This is the focus attack symbol. Since this is the only unit that got focus attack, they don't have any sort of distinction. I wouldn't be surprised if they have some, like, if they add, like, the sinner's symbol to each of them or something like that in the future to just distinguish it further. It is a status effect down there, but you can't tell, like, which slot it's on against something, like, you know, that's got multiple slots, like how these stems sometimes have multiple slots. It can be impossible to tell. But now, at Focus Attack 1, I believe it's just... Yeah, it's just 1 to Clash Power, so that does nothing for us. But we do it again, it gets up to 2, and then we gain +1 to Base Power. Do it one more time, we get up to 3, Base Power, and Coin Power. So we can just keep on going all in and just work out pretty well. Let's say you guys get some sanity up. Might as well. Otherwise, just do a bunch of damage. Sure. It's Ebony Queen's Apple. It's not the biggest deal. So this is a bit of a showcase of how the focus attack shenanigans work. Definitely seems like he could be a fairly decent generalist. Like, Meursault's definitely in need of, like, a solid, like, generalist idea, I want to say. Because, like, his best idea is without doubt Blade Lineage Meursault. But like, if you're not running a team built around that, he doesn't feel nearly as strong. I feel like this is a guy that can work really well on a Rupture team, can work pretty well on, like, a Poise team, but also can just work really well in general. He's a Sank unit. Sank units are meant to be pretty versatile. We get Thunder Branch now. Could take Ebony Brooch if I wanted to be funny. Tempting, but kind of too late. Let's see, we can get Talisman Bundle here, that's pretty worth it. Oh, we can go to Hell's Chicken, okay. I mean, if you insist, right? If you insist and to make, you know, my life super easy and make Rupture free basically the entire time. How could I say no? We're gonna try going for a Mercer skill change. Oh, we got it, cool. Another solution, we might be able to get the on-kill refresh things a little bit easier, right? Let's hope. Four-leaf clover, also not a bad idea. Going for some poise stuff could be nice. His poise gain is a little bit slow. Let's do a Rupture refresh. Let's try another one. Gamble a little. Nothing too great. That's fine. Either we'll get the fusion gift or we won't, right? I'm not too concerned either way. Okay, but here we get the chicken breast. Little strong. We also have this, so that's some fusion material we can just kind of use if we want to try and gun for standard duty battery there. Although we could get it this floor, right? If we're lucky, it's possible. Certainly is a possibility. A bit of that, sure. See how that goes. Salut. These guys resist Pierce, so we're not going to get funny Salut kill reuse shenanigans that easily. We might get one at some point, though. I think we might be able to do it against, like, one of the bongies, maybe? Or I guess we could actually probably reasonably do it against the actual chicken basket, couldn't we? Because the chicken bucket, is Pierce weak. Okay, that might be funny, then. Hit you from damage, yeah, I don't think that'll quite kill, because these guys are a little tanky, but maybe it will. Maybe I'm underestimating him. We need to get more poise stuff, I think. We also, it's not like you're the only one who can make use of poise stuff, technically, right? Oh, you did get a kill, nice. Because Faust also can make use of poise stuff, right? She does have some poise potency gain from her passive, but she doesn't have any actual, like, count stuff, so... Something like Nebulizer, Clover, not bad choices to go for. And we're basically set on Rupture already. I'd like Standard Duty Battery so we can get the potency up a little bit easier, but otherwise I think we don't really need it or anything, right? Oh, what do I take here? I think I take Speed, right? Yeah. Because it's thematic. Oh, and we get this too. Another strong ego gift that we could use for fusion. I wish I had more, like, I kind of have too many, like, level 3 ego gifts, I feel like, right? Too many tier 3s. I'm gonna get tier 4s if I try and do fusion too much, unless I get some filler stuff. But that's fine, I'm fine fusing away quite a few of my random ego gifts if it means potentially getting what I'm looking for, right? As it be. Yeah. And once we get Sanity Battery, we'll be set on Rupture Potency, then we're already set on Rupture Count pretty much, so then Meursault should just always be able to get the conditionals to be Rupture Neutral. He doesn't have anything like Deviat Rodion, where like she gains an entire additional coin if the conditional's filled in her skill 3. But Meursault, I mean, he's actually neutral on everything. So it kinda evens out, I'd say. We'll also have to see what we end up getting next week. I think there's a very decent chance... I mean, like I said, I won't talk too much of the Canto. Very decent chance we get certain Rupture units, you know, featured in the Canto. If so, wouldn't be surprised if we got, like, something for Honglu, maybe? To fit with Lasso, right? Or, it's not called Lasso, what is it called? Snare, right. They renamed Lasso to Snare, I believe. If you look at the Battle Pass, you can see that it's being called Snare now. Probably a more fitting name. Not as cool, but I mean, it's more fitting, so I mean, it'll work. You know what time it is. Time to give this guy a little bit of a boost, you could say. A little bit of a helping hand, right? Who's clashing that? You were maybe? Yeah, sure, that'll work. Cool. Yeah, if Sunshower to really just weaken you up, then we should have a pretty decent chance of breaking the chicken bucket with Salut, right? Honestly, we probably will break it too well. Sunshower is a little strong. I just like popping a Sunshower for this fight. Sunshower Blind Obsession, just get them nice and weakened. mean, this is probably, like, single-handedly the fight that I most frequently open with just an ego usage. Like, I feel like I do it basically every time. I think also for, like, King Trash Crab. Just because they've got a bunch of minions and I'd like to kill them. Okay, I think this should work out, actually, right? No, not enough damage, darn. Are you Gloom resist? You might actually resist Gloom. I'm not fully sure, but I wouldn't be surprised. Didn't quite kill that one, that's fine. Are you Gloom resistant? You are, you're 0.5 to Gloom. Ah, that would do it then. Yeah, that really would do it. Well, that's unfortunate. We'll live, however. Let's see, speaking of living, let's kill all of these guys for fun. You can be on that, dude. You guys can clash that part. Sec target, a little overkill, but I think I like overkill. It's very reliable. It's like kill, but over. We get talismans as well, not that we do anything with them here, since I think Dawn's just hitting some random bongy, right? Dawn's one for the top left one, right? Yeah. Enjoy your 8 additional rupture potency, dead chicken. I don't know. Yeah, look at this, you know, rupture neutral. How cool is that? It's not like that powerful under these circumstances. Forensics should just kill you though, so that's nice. Yeah, down you go, cool. Down for the count. Still cool though, still cool. And we get Talisman Bundle now, nice, nice. Give me a random ego gift. I'd like some fusion filler. What do we go with here? We can go for Death Seeker. I mean, it might as well. It's a Rupture Tier 3. It gets it out of the pool. Odds of this fusion being in our favor are decent. Not, like, particularly great, but they're decent. If we do something like this, that's a Tier 3. Okay, that'll work. There we go. Stand due to battery. Cool. I always back out immediately, and I don't know why. I really don't need to, right? There we go. Enrapturing Trance. Very strong. We can also upgrade Thunder Branch to ++ for just more Rupture. Because, I mean, we needed more Rupture. Okay, we're set on Rupture, though. Very, 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 very set on Rupture. A little overly set on Rupture. And we're going to get a Death Seeker at the end of this floor. So, if we go for Poison stuff now, might not be a bad play. I think so, at least. Alright. Back to it we go. Okay, these guys are a bit of a pushover, I'd say. Just a bit. Who knows, maybe we can, like... wonder if we can get to the point where we can just, like, one-shot people with Salu fairly really reliably. I think we need to get some Poisio gifts to do that. But it's definitely possible, I want to say. Nice. These guys are just dying to the Rupture. Cool to see. I actively don't want Thrill, I think, because Thrill just kills things too fast. I do know I probably could have fused Thrill if I wanted to, with some of the Tier 3s I had. Right, I've got a few Tier 3s I don't actively want too much, but I, really just rather get the Fusion gift. It's a lot more balanced, right? Random Ego gift, sure. Defibrillator. Sure. Another random / weak enemy. Could just be more slaves. Who knows? No, it's you guys. Okay, cool. You guys are / weak, which means we can do some solid damage. Salu doesn't do too much for us, unfortunately. We probably don't Salu immediately. Probably start with a skill 2 so we can actually get our poise count up a little bit, and then Salu, like, afterwards. Because Salu is, like, the only skill that gives him actually decent potency. It's a 5 potency gaining skill. Well, Fenta is, like, 4 count, 2 potency, and his skill 1 is just, like, 3 count, I want to say. Something like that. Well, you've got 2 Salus you could do here. You should only do one of them, though, yeah, that's for sure. That should work decently enough. These guys are dying to Rupture, if nothing else, right? We're just stacking so much Rupture on them. We actually didn't get that much count, huh? Did not clash. Oh, he might have been going for defense skill and I didn't notice. That would actually ruin it, right? Because I'm pretty sure, like, 2 of that poise count is on Clash Win, as you'd expect from Snake ID. Very Clash-oriented, right? They're all dead, though, so... not too worried about, you know, missing out on optimal poise shenanigans. We can fight the boss here. I didn't see what the boss was yet. That might have been... I didn't see what it was. Was it Fairy Long Legs? It might have been Fairy Long Legs. I think I saw what, like, Slash Pierce Wrath, which could be Fairy Long Legs. Or is it... What even is this on this floor? Is Fairy Long Legs even on this floor? I think so. I want to say that's what it is. I think so. I don't know. Fairy Long Legs' weaknesses are just kind of wrong. Because, like, displaying this guy as Pierce weak because he's got one part that's weak to everything is really random. Like, the body and left arm are weak to Slash and usually the other two. The head's weak to everything. Why display him as Pierce weak? He's not Pierce weak relative to Blunt, right? Pierce and Blunt are exactly the same across this guy. He's weak to Slash, but, like, Pierce and Blunt, I know this is a tangent I've definitely been on before. And it's one I will be on again. Such is just how it goes. Alright. Such is fate or something. Something along those lines. Okay, there we go. There's a little bit of rupture. You are dying a horrible death, I'm sure. Who knows? Things actually could line up in such a way where Salu staggers the arm, right? Or breaks the arm. Maybe. I think we're going to do too much damage because of the rupture. Yeah. I think the second coin's going to do it, right? With that amount of rupture, yeah, it's definitely going to be second coin that breaks the arm. Yeah, darn. If it was the third coin, then you get to use Salu again against a random part of this guy, which would have been funny. Wouldn't have made too big of a difference, but I mean, would have been funny. You're doing stuff. Funny story, we don't care. Hmm? Oh. Oh. We don't have enough pride, huh? I did not notice that. Alright, we need to be a bit more careful about that. Without pride, you can't actually do your funny focus encounters gimmick. So we'll just play that away. Maybe don't use any egos that cross pride from now on, if possible. That's our only pride skill on this entire team. So, you know, pride's not exactly something we have in ample amounts. And we don't have Grand Welcome or anything, so can't rely on something like that. Killed on. Nice. Love to see it. There we go, cool. That's fine. Death Seeker, more Rupture. Actually, give me cost. I was gonna take a random gift. I'll take cost, do some re-rolling, that sort of thing. It'll probably be worth it in the long run. What do we go for here? Rupture? I like Rupture Floor. Those bosses are... I mean, I guess Fey Lantern isn't super rupturable. And of course we get Fey Lantern, yeah. But I mean, we can still stack it up without too much of a hassle. No, not really the poise stuff we're looking for there. Could do a poise refresh, probably not super worth it, but we can get... I mean, Endorphin Kit's actually not bad. Sell the Defibrillator, buy Endorphin Kit, sure. That'll work. Could take like cigarette kit or cigarette holder as well, something like that if I wanted to, but I don't think we need it. Okay, Death Seeker's going to you too, that works. It's just a... Is it just a damage increase or is it... No, it's also a bit of rupture, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, it's like a increased rupture if target has a bunch of rupture. No, it is just a damage... Yeah, it's just a damage increase, okay. I think I'm getting mixed up with the sinking one, I think. Yeah, I'm getting mixed up with Lowest Star. I do believe. So yeah, this one's just damage. And I mean, it's Clash Power and offense level and stuff, so that's nice too. You having that is always, you know, something. We've got a lot of slash and you guys resist slash, so... Bit unfortunate, but I mean, Rupture is the neutralizer, isn't it, right? You may resist our attacks, but you cannot resist Rupture. Rupture is uncaring towards one's resistances. It would be really funny if, like, we had a status effect that dealt damage, like, of a certain normal damage type, right? Like, we've got stuff like Sinking deals Gloom damage, Dark Flame makes Burn do a bit of Pride damage, Tremor Reverb makes Tremor do Sloth damage, stuff like that, right? Don't have any of those that make them do, like, straight up, like, physical damage type damage, which could be interesting. It would just be another level of, you know, boy, I sure hope the enemies I'm about to fight are going to be weak to the thing that I have, but I mean, that's part of team building, right? If you can choose your floor, you can try and go for a floor that's got enemies that you're weaker to, right? And if it's instead enemies that are stronger against you, well, that's part of the fun, right? It makes the fight a little harder. A little bit more of a challenge, wouldn't it be? See a room filled with papers. Cool. This is pretty bad against Fey Lantern, that's for sure. At least makes it super easy to deal with Fey Lantern, I guess, right? This is going to be the K-Corp Class 3 Empowered Guards, by the way. This weird fight that you don't see super frequently. It's on, like, this floor, and I want to say, like, the Gluttony floor. And that's probably it. And it's not in any of the actual Canto floors, because these guys don't show up in any Canto. They're from Railway 1, right? It would be funny if they did, like, Railway-themed floors. I think that could, you know, fit. Make the bosses, you know, guarantee be something from that railway, and just make the enemies stuff you'd see on that railway, right? Each railway has had its fair selection of, you know, normal enemies to some degree. I guess Railway 2 didn't have a lot of normal enemies, but it had, like, T-Corp guys, and that's it. So yeah, not a lot. But Railway 1 had its fair share of normalish enemies. Most of it's just being stuff from previous Cantos, but, like, strong, just a little stronger, right? Could really lean into the bit and make Railway floors focus encounters only as well, if you wanted to do something like that. I hope Mirror Dungeon 5 leans into, you know, more gimmicky floors here and there, right? Give us a floor where we, can fight Ricardo as a final boss. Just make it, you know, hard to do, but maybe you do it, you can get a really funny ego gift. That, like, buffs, you know, envy counters to, like, a stupid degree or something, right? Something that buffs specifically Middle Dawn to a stupid amount. Could be fun. I don't know. It's just me spitballing, right? I think floor-specific EO gifts can be a little bit iffy. If they're, like, super beneficial for certain teams and pretty worthless for most other teams. That is how most floor-specific EO gifts are, though. There's some that can be nice for, like, anything, but I don't know. Like, what's it called? I think it's just the needle and thread from the Hell's Chicken floor. The one that you can only get a 50% chance. Really good for basically any team because it's just a big damage increase. It's basically just like a... I mean, it's basically just like another Eclipse Scarlet Moths, right? Which is pretty strong. If you can do some good damage here and there, right? That's cool. I don't know. But in general, it means that, like, you only want to go for certain floors if you have certain teams. Some of the Mirror Dungeon fusion gifts are really bad, right? Like, you know, the Canto 2 one especially, like, is not very good, takes so much effort to get. Oh, hello, 400 Roses. Funny to see you now. We just sell Carmilla because that does literally nothing for us. I appreciate your attempt. Yeah, we got a lot of useless stuff on this floor. I'm tempted to just sell the contract. I know it makes first phase technically a little bit safer, but I don't think it matters too much. I don't really want that. Don't get any benefits from that. A lot of stuff that does nothing for us here, eh? I don't have any plans to mass attack or do that sort of thing. Late Bloomer's Tattoo doesn't do too much for me. I mean, it does some stuff, but we sell it. We sell here. Sticky Muck's nice. Nebulizer's nice. What else can we get? Maybe a... Ooh, Horseshoe's nice. We also gain a bunch of poise against Fey Lantern, so it'll work out well. Heathcliff. I'll take another skill 3 for Heathcliff. I mean, that's not bad. Elytra's not bad. And then we press on, we can upgrade some things. Maybe I should have sold more things. But I want to upgrade here. Nebulizer upgrade doesn't help too much. We can't get Pride Resonance, right? That actually doesn't help us too much. And Elytra++ should hit Meursault mostly. Horseshoe plus plus is just really strong, right? When allies have poise, like 3 poise count to all allies every turn. Such a strong EU gift because that makes poise maintainable, like with that alone, basically. For a tier 1, I mean, that's a pretty good result. We'll see how this goes. Okay, meursault isn't particularly fast here, that's fine. It happens. Oh, meursault actually got enchanted. Okay, yeah. It threw me off because I saw Heathcliff in that position, so I thought it was going to be him, but nope. Meursault. That's fine. We hit these guys a bunch, we do a lot to them. Contract would have just resulted in him dying there instead of being hit by Faust, so it actually probably would have been worse for us because we'd get less hits off. And the Fragile would have done nothing for us, so yeah. ADD is super overkill and super unnecessary here. Not going to lie. Why do you go for that skill slot? Sure. You want a Clash win? No one else particularly needs to Clash win, right? Like, we could, but, like, it's you two that mostly just want to win clashes, right? So we can do a little bit of that. We got some Gloom Res, some Gluttony Resonance, you know, some solid stuff there, yeah. Nice. Get that focused attack built up, right? That, of course, being a funny joke because, it's not going to matter. 99 rupture moment, and we should just be able to kill you here, right? Focus on the more coins, the more coins the merrier, right? That's the plan for this turn. We're probably not even gonna get that Salu off. Yeah, we didn't do anything with focus attack here, but also it's a mirror dungeon, right? Enemies just kind of die in mirror dungeon. It happens. It's probably pretty solid for like a Canto boss or something, right? Keep on going for the same slot. I guess then you don't have a lot of versatility if you have to keep on going for the same slot, though. If you break the chain, it takes quite a while to set it back up. This will certainly result in increased viewership. Oh yeah, he's like a Twitch streamer. That's his bit. In case you didn't know, I guess he's like a vlogger. He vlogs his like murdering of people and like streams it and stuff. It's a very unique gimmick, that's for sure. Oh, and we get some levels here. Cool. This is still purple. I think it's unintentional. I think it's supposed to change to red already, or if I guess red is yellow. The season's kind of like a mixture of the two, right? It's not going for only one of them, right? It's like mostly yellow for like the UI stuff, but also like a big like tint of red, as it fits, right? Oh, I haven't done my XP locks and stuff yet. I completely forgot, right? Oh well, we can get Honglu's Snare next update with one more level. That's riveting. I better do my Luxcavations to get my benefits. Yeah, good thing I've been reminded to do that. I haven't done it yet because I was distracted. I didn't want to do it in the update and stuff. They've updated those so we can actually get more experience from Luxcavations. So that's pretty nice. And also next week we're going to be getting Luxcavation 7 and Threadlux 4, which is exciting. Whatever that's going to be, who knows? But it's certainly going to be a more annoying abnormalities for the most part. So that's fun. Yeah, I was saying meursault. Well, didn't get to use him too hard. His Rupture, I don't think he's bad. I think he's better than Deviat Rodion is. I think Deviat Rodion could still be good as well. We'll have to see. I guess tomorrow morning we'll see what next week's units are. If they are what I think they are, they're probably going to be Rupture, and they might be good Rupture setup units, or it could be more of the same. Who knows? Could go either way. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!